Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. We're talking about the wedding of Rainey Qualley, eldest daughter of the multi-talented Andie MacDowell, who said yes to a unique Halloween-themed Hello wedding that stunned guests and captured hearts. From the moment the venue was chosen to the final joyous celebration, Rainey and her partner Tony Wilson made one thing clear. They weren't looking for a cookie-cutter wedding. Instead, they embraced a weekend retreat filled with personality, warmth, whimsy, and just enough spookiness to lean into the holidays spirit without losing elegance. The setting? A rustic yet intimate location near Lake Arrowhead, California. The kind of place with cabins, woods, fresh air, and a cozy sleepover vibe rather than a sprawling ballroom. According to reports, the venue had 13 cabins on site, something the couple pointed to as part of the weekend's charm. "We wanted it to feel like a big sleepover and just made it easy and cozy," Rainey said. So let's step through how this wedding unfolded. The vision, the theme, the details, the guests, and why this celebration stands out. From the beginning, the theme was locked in Halloween. But rather than simply slapping on pumpkins or cobwebs, Rainey and Tony embraced the idea fully, collaborating with event planner Carly Rae Williams to create something that was equal parts spooky, romantic, and unabashedly them. "We made Pinterest boards together, and just kept coming up with ideas to make the event as fun, spooky, gorgeous, silly, and romantic as possible," Rainey shared. Now, what does a Halloween wedding look like when done with taste and personality? Let's talk about wardrobe and costumes. The bridal ensemble was especially noteworthy. Rainey chose a vintage dress, an aesthetic choice rooted in sustainability and self-expression. Rather than changing looks multiple times, she picked one dress she truly loved and committed to wearing the whole night. "I wanted something functional and comfortable. You only get to wear it once," she explained. Her choice of vintage elevates the narrative. This wasn't about trend chasing, but meaning. On the side of the bridal party, the Halloween motif was woven in playful yet stylish fashion. Bridesmaids appeared as witches, groomsmen as warlocks, with flair, color, and commitment to character. Rainey's mother, Andie MacDowell, embraced the theme with full spirit, stepping into the role of a crow queen in a Victorian-style velvet gown adorned with feather appliques, a braided updo styled like a bird's nest, elegant, theatrical, and wholly in tune with the vision. And the father of the bride made his own splash. Rainey's dad stepped into a skeleton costume. The officiant, Rainey's best friend, donned vampire attire. The atmosphere? All in. Everyone went all out. The costumes were immaculate, Rainey said. But this weekend was more than costumes and aesthetics. It was about connection, intimacy, and letting guests be part of a shared experience rather than just spectators. Instead of a traditional rehearsal dinner, the couple opted for a pajama party the night before. Vegan pizza, board games, laughs, and casual bonding. That choice speaks volumes. They wanted the wedding weekend to feel like a true retreat with loved ones, not a staged sequence of formalities. Then came the ceremony and celebration. There's a moment described where, after vows and amidst tears and laughter, Rainey and Tony picked up their daughter, Bluebell, from Andie's lap and headed to their cabin to sign the marriage papers, a quiet, authentic touch in what could otherwise become a spectacle. Rainey reflected, "I felt so full of love for my husband and everyone in attendance, going from seeing Tony tear up during his vows and my dad crying in the front row to laughing at my friends' immaculate costumes in the crowd was everything I could have asked for." That mix of emotion, joy, and fun is what made the event stand out. Let's pause for a moment to reflect on the significance of a wedding like this. Weddings often carry tradition, expectations, timelines. But Rainey and Tony looked at what we want and what fits us and used their wedding as a space for authenticity. They didn't shy away from the theme. They leaned into it. They used costumes not as gimmicks but as expressions. They chose comfort for themselves and for guests. They created connection rather than performance. That's a powerful approach and one that many couples might find inspiring. It's worth noting the role of family and celebrity guests, too. With Andie MacDowell present, herself a celebrated actress and public figure, the wedding could easily have leaned into formality and spectacle. Instead, the essence remained personal. The guest list included Rainey's sister Margaret Qualley and her husband Jack Antonoff, along with other familiar names, but all within the framework of a cozy weekend rather than a runaway show. There's a deeper narrative here, too. Rainey's commitment to sustainability. By wearing vintage and secondhand pieces, and wearing her dress one time rather than multiple outfit changes, she made a quiet statement. Weddings carry huge fashion, production, and sustainability footprints. When a bride chooses thoughtfully, it sends a ripple of influence. By prioritizing comfort and choice, she reminded us that weddings are about people and memories, not just optics. Now, let's talk about what it means when the wedding becomes this kind of immersive experience. When you invite guests to cabins, to stay overnight, to lounge, play games, share meals, the dynamic changes. The event becomes communal. Memories are forged not just in the ceremony, but in the mundane, cooking together, laughing over board games, sharing late-night conversations. Rainey's comment that the venue with its 13 cabins made it feel like a big sleepover is no throwaway line. That sleepover vibe allows for vulnerability, joy, connection. We also see the theme executed with respect for both style and tone. The Halloween motif might sound gimmicky to some, but when done with intention, costuming that's elegant, venue that's cozy, decor that is creative without being overbearing, the result isn't cartoonish. It's perfectly reflective of the couple. The balance is key. Romance and whimsy, seriousness and celebration. It's a reminder that wedding themes don't have to sacrifice timelessness. They can just lean into the personal. Another element worth noting, the emotional threads. Weddings are transitions. They mark not only the union of two people, but the coming together of families, friends, memories, futures. The fact that Tony shed tears during his vows, Rainey's dad cried in the front row, these human moments ground the spectacle. And the laughter in the crowd at creative costumes? That's a celebration. Emotion and joy go hand in hand here, and the fact that Rainey described the weekend as both elegant and like us captures the essence. What lessons might we draw from this for anyone planning a celebration of their own? First, decide what matters to you and make that the guiding North Star. If comfort, connection, and fun matter, build around those. Second, theme with depth rather than surface. Halloween was the motif, but the weekend still felt chic, meaningful, personal. Third, invite your guests into the vibe rather than perform for them. Give them time, space, and context to be present. And fourth, wardrobe can reflect values. Vintage, single dress, one outfit means less pressure, more authenticity. Returning to Rainey and Tony, we have to acknowledge the courage it takes to craft a wedding your way. With family, public profile, and expectations, choosing authenticity can feel riskier than conventional. But they leaned in anyway, crafting something memorable, heartfelt, and uniquely them. With Andie MacDowell's presence and participation, especially in full costume, the family embraced the moment together. The Crow Queen costume worn by MacDowell becomes symbolic. Mother, supporter, participant, fully present in the fun. In closing, this wedding is more than a headline or a photo op. It's a statement of love, identity, connection, and joy. It reminds us that weddings can reflect the individuals involved, that themes can deepen rather than distract, and that comfort, authenticity, and fun need not undermine elegance. For Rainey Qualley and Tony Wilson, and for the MacDowell Qualley family, this Hello Wedding seems to have been exactly the celebration they wanted, full of love, costume, laughs, tears, and cozy cabins. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.